another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. Hello. Happy. Hey. What's up? Lord, I don't know why the hell I just did that. Hello. What's going on? What's going on to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, my tea leaf readers, and my tea baggers, honey. What's your tea? What is your tea, darlings? It's another glorious day, and I'm sure you have all of your crumpets together, my darling, because, darlings, it's time to dish tea, and you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat. What's up? Let me put my phone on vibrate. Okay, so that they don't try to call and interrupt me and all this other jazz. I'm gonna let my children know that I'm on the air because I forgot to send them the little notice to say, hey, I'm on the air. And all of that. What's going on, people? What you know no good is the question. How was your Saturday going? How was it moving? How was it grooving for you, honey? Here it is. I told you we were going to do the cards today, honey. All this is going well, and today was a day I tried to get up. I had to take Alabama to work, so I did that. When I came back home, baby, I was on the phone with my nephew, and, that was very cathartic because we're going through, usually I go through what I call my counseling sessions and teaching spells and all of that, and giving them, bits and stuff to elevate themselves and carry it on, right? So that's lovely. But then after I got there, baby, I was on the couch. This old wore out couch that I got to throw out. I really got to throw this couch away, y'all, because it's breaking down very badly. And I have an idea that I'm going to do in the living room. Oh, excuse me. But y'all, I went to sleep. And it was one of those sleeps to where I know I'm going through with whatever this little cold virus is trying to be. And we're just trying to make some sense of it, right? So I went to sleep, and I was in the middle of one of my little dreams, honey. And I panicked because I thought I was running late. And when I woke up, I still had maybe about an hour. So I said, okay. Then I could not unwake up, because it was like, okay, I'm here now. You know how you get groggy and don't want to go? So, but I had to get up, and I made myself get up because now it done got late. I had to go pick Alabama back up from work, right? So I'm like, oh, okay. So then after that, I've been sitting here and now just trying to get the show together and carrying on. And then that's just been it. So that's been my day. I'm not making no excuses for it, honey. It is what it is. And I had my heart set on doing a couple of things and all of that. Here's the thing, though, because I'm trying to rearrange it. I told y'all I got this new table from work. They were throwing out this wonderful long little coffee table. Well, it's not a coffee table, like a credential, little table. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn that into an altar. I have my mother's picture, well, her obituary, my son's obituary, and a few others. I have my mom's ashes. I got my son's ashes, and carrying on. So I'm gonna put that there, and then when I burn my sage and carrying on, I'm going to uh um do my thing, okay? And so I just want to create that little space. But in order to do that, that means I got to move shit out the way and redo this, right? And the problem is that if I get started doing it, and if it's going to start looking worse than what it is. So I got to get the momentum to say, okay, we're going to get this done, right? And then get it to where it's going to be a continuous flow, so that I don't tire myself out. Because I've been noticing that lately. This is my last surgery that I have. I don't know what it is, and I don't want to attribute it to me getting older, whatever, because I refuse to let that be the answer. But once I get started with something, honey, if I finish it, then I'm wore out for 4 days. Okay. But if I don't, if I take my breaks because I got time, I take a break, then, the stuff that I've done, it takes me a minute before I get back to it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to do all that. So that's where we are. Okay. So we're trying to get all of this together. But there is that. Who's in the comments? Let's see what's in the comments. Why is my computer running so slow? Hey, Big Meats, I'm downloading I love freaking fondly. Did my first workout in a while this morning. Okay, gotta lose this weight. Oh, okay. I'm downloading like a freak. Okay, so you're downloading, girl. You're getting your stuff together. Okay, those lemon bars at Trader Joe's are the bomb. Okay, not the lemon bars. Come on, sister. Hey, babies, this is my sister, y'all, Miss Monique, honey. Hey, good evening. Hello, you're drinking from my favorite Wonder Woman cup. You know what? Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I have my big one, my like Yeti cup or whatever. I cannot find that, and I it's in this house some damn where. I gotta find my cup because I refuse to believe I didn't leave it at work or nothing. So my cup is somewhere. I got to find my cup. But Wonder Woman is my girl, honey. I got like 2 or 3 of these, but I have a number of Wonder Woman mugs and carrying on. And I tell everybody, honey, you cannot go wrong. If ever you don't know what to get me, Patti LaBelle, Stephanie Mills, Wonder Woman. Always that always does. Okay. You want to get into that safe zone, Patti LaBelle, Stephanie Mills, Wonder Woman. Always. Okay. So yeah, I have and like I got to replace one of my mugs because over at Aunt Nikki's, they went through her house and carried on and ransacked her place, and I was pissed off about that. And my cup, I have one beautiful yellow mug over there that I've got to get replaced. And then one of my mugs, I broke the handle. I dropped something that was in the sink, and I dropped something. And it's the way how I dropped it, and it broke the handle. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so fucking mad. But yeah. But Wonder Woman that's my sister, honey. That's my girl, honey, Wonder Woman. And for those of y'all who don't know, they are in the process. They're supposed to be doing the Wonder Woman 3. Okay. Patty Jenkins is not coming back because whatever is going on over there with the people at DC, the new people that done came in, they just upset the whole universe. And whatever they doing, honey, they doing whatever they doing. And as far as I'm concerned, their asses need to be kicked out because they're pretty great to tear up the damn church's money. A lot of folks did not like Wonder Woman 1984, but it was the first part of a string. Because when I read an interview, Patty Jenkins said that it was a whole story that's going to be told in 3 parts, right? So we was going to get those movies, but now Patty is gone, and she's not coming back. So they're supposed to be talking about doing another Wonder Woman movie, but we don't know what the hell it's going to look like. Gal Gadot was still signed on to do it, but they were supposed to be introducing Nubia, the Black Wonder Woman, the Black twin sister. They were supposed to be introducing Nubia, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So we got to see what the script is going to be and this, that, and the other. So, child, yeah. But that's a little bit about Wonder Woman. Oh, wait a minute, Crystal. Just to tease you just a little bit, okay? Just so that I can just fuck with you just a little bit, girl, okay? Can I do that? Okay, my cuffs. Okay. Okay. Yes, honey. Yes, 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 yes. What you say? I'm the same way. Okay. Amen. We're not speaking. Uh, okay. You're right. We are not speaking that. You have a Wonder Woman tattoo. Now, you know what? I don't, child, I can't do tattoos. Okay, I've seen some pretty beautiful, beautiful work, honey. And I say if I were to ever do one, it would be either my mother or it would be Wonder Woman. Okay, yeah, I love Wonder Woman. Yes, honey, I understand, honey. Really? Okay, yes. I can't wait. I'm excited. Okay, right. Okay. Uh they want to mess up a good classic. Don't mess up our Wonder Woman. They need to get their own creative ideas and go ahead and do that. This is very true. I totally agree. Remember, I'm TC Trail. I know, baby. I know. Okay, some people need to get on the market more black cartoons. We need them. Honey, tell me about it, Groove. Yes. Okay. I love those. Okay, these are a birthday gifts. Somebody bought these for me, what, maybe 5 years ago, child. I've been, okay. Yes, honey. This Haji. Haji bought these for me. Okay. I was like, oh, you love me for real, child. Stop it. Okay. Now, my sister had it. After the first Wonder Woman movie came out, my sister said, I want my bracelets back. There's a long story with that, honey. Okay. I'll get into that another time. But she want her, and I thought about getting her a pair of those. Okay. Yeah. What we got? Okay. Hey, Roll, what's going on, honey? Yes. You want a pair too? Okay. Oh. All right, let's get into the show. Because I'm going to pull over some things that I didn't do yesterday. We got into uh talking about um the children and carrying on, and the church children and stuff, and I did not get into these other two stories that were of importance. Now today we're gonna start off, it's gonna be kind of heavy and carrying on, but we got to get into this because I need for you guys to be as outraged as I am. I need you to be as outraged as I am. Okay. Now, this first story, let me start off light. I'm going to start off light because I want you guys to see something. And I'm hoping that by showing this, well, no, because Monique done commented about this, she and her husband. And I didn't go find it because I saw it on Instagram and it's broke up in pieces. And I didn't feel all that. So I need to go and find the whole thing. And I just didn't have the strength for it right now because she done pissed me off yet again with her commentary on this bullshit. Everybody who is all about the color purple and you have your feelings on it, okay, that's fine. Whatever you feel about it is what you feel. But I'm trying to do my part in making sure that this bullshit of a feud that the public is trying to put out there that Oprah and Taraji have, it's not that. It is not that. And y'all have run away with something because Oprah's name is attached as producer to the project. Okay. Y'all hate to admit or see the fact that Oprah is one of the producers. Okay. And Oprah is not executive producer. She's just a producer. Okay. So with saying all of that, a lot of people who don't know how the hell the industry runs, a lot of people who are social commentators, Okay, y'all on here, pop culture commentators, as Wendy Williams says, and everybody got to run because you're trying to tell a story, and everybody want to put their own spin on some shit, and that's fine if that's how you really feel. But I don't think that you do. I think that you're just talking out the side of your mouth so that you could get clicks and likes and carrying on, or to start shit. Okay, because no one has gone through and either did their homework, or if you're trying to bait the folks, honey, at least give a tease and say, okay, well, there's more to come with this story as it unfolds. I'm going to share something that came out. I'm going to share screen so I can make sure everybody get it. Come on. Share audio tab. Okay, that's on. I need to share this part right here. Okay, we're going to share that. And okay, can y'all see that?
When she said, if there is anything
okay, hold on, because I don't want to start it just yet. I'm trying to preface this, but y'all can see all that, right? Let me go to my screen and see what's being seen. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to do that. No, I'm going to do that. Take me out. Okay. So let's play this. Okay, and I'm only going to play this part of it. As y'all can see, this is a 29-minute video. I'm starting at the 23-minute mark because it's the whole thing with the cast. Okay, let me back up just a little bit. I'm gonna start there, and then we're gonna go into it. Now, take a listen.
Either just this is something to her that is special. She's with us, so we thank you from
and
the
it was
bottom of our hearts.
beyond being there for us, like acting wise. I'm talking about as a producer. When she said, if there is anything you need, don't. And my manager was like, she would want to know this. Her name is on this project. She would want to know this. And so when I called, when she said say less, this woman moved mountains. So I thank you for that, because y'all know I've been doing this a while. And I've been on productions where I've been the only Black person, the only female, and I needed things and I didn't have anybody I could call. I just had to bite the bullet, and I had to show up every day with grace, and I had to do my job. It has happened more times than you would ever know. So to be in this position, that's why I tell y'all, this is special. This is special. This doesn't happen often. It's the thing about Black women. They don't hear our tears. They don't hear our pain. That goes on in Hollywood. It goes on more often than you know. So when you see a Black woman show up on this screen, notice she had to work quadruple hard, or whatever the word is, than her counterparts. Know that she's getting paid just a fraction of what her counterparts are getting paid. And we do it with grace each and every time we show up and give it our all. Please take that into consideration. Amen, so thank you for everything you fought for us and stood up for us. Thank you so much.
So beautiful. I just have a couple more questions. I don't want to leave
Wait a minute.
without talking about Blitz.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm trying to stop it.
So inspired by everyone on this here was so inspired by, and you talked about.
Oh shit! Where is it? I'm trying to stop.
Inspiring you to work even harder.
Okay. I'm gonna stop it there. Okay, let me come out. I'm gonna go back to me. There we go. Okay. Now y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard all of that? You heard it, right? Y'all saw Taraji give Oprah her flowers in her face. Okay. Now you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this link down here so that y'all can go here and watch this yourself in its entirety and see the whole video. Okay. Because in that's the video where Danielle talks about they didn't have food on the set and this, that, and other. They didn't know about, the trailers and this, that, and other, blah, 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 blah. And Taraji called Oprah and was like, listen, we got to change this and this, that, and the other. But a lot of that, this feud that y'all trying to put out here, it's not what it is. Y'all feel a certain way about Oprah, and if that's how you feel about her, fine. Okay, I'm not gonna argue, fight, or debate on that, because honey, how you feel about Oprah is how you feel about Oprah. Okay, so cool. But everything else that's been going on in this damn thing, honey, when y'all trying to fight, y'all trying to sit up and say, oh, she ain't no good, she ain't paying these people, she ain't this, she ain't that. Y'all making that shit up, okay? And it's becoming nerve-wracking because y'all just want something to talk about. And I'm having issues. I'm just having some real strong issues with it, because I'm trying to really understand it, why everybody want to do this. And because of all of this back and forth, now they're saying that the movie is not doing well, right now. The box office got hit. Now it did the few little millions, the 18, 20 some odd millions in the beginning, and carrying on. They're saying all that. Well, now, they're trying to get it to where it's back up in the polls or whatever, or, and all of that. And it's not doing that because y'all mouth. Y'all done got out here and said some shit, and now y'all trying to make some shit happen. Okay, so if that's the case, it's y'all's fault. Okay, if the movie is not a success because of whatever. And I'm just really saddened by that, because nobody is in those trenches with them to say what it is. You're not on the damn set. You're not part of the production crew, but everybody running their mouths on it as if they know. I'm really upset with the bitch that sat up there and had this whole thing about, oh, look at their body language. Okay, when they was on top of the Empire State Building trying to take those pictures, and see, Taraji don't even look at it. She looking up, she looking away, and this, that, and other. And why come Oprah's not standing in the picture? She was first standing by Taraji. Then she gonna move away and then go all the way to the other end. See, she didn't want to be bothered, and I'm like, bitch, stop. And then she didn't even know that the guy in the picture, she could talk about something. Oh, well, that's somebody who's just a part of the production. Bitch, that was the director. That was the director of the film. And if you know anything about photography, my darling, whenever you're trying to balance out a shot, you got producer and director. You want to frame it to where you got director. Okay, we got producer. We got all the actors in the middle. That's called balancing out the shot. Okay, that's what that was. And then the focus was on the actors, not the damn producer. The focus was on them. Oprah's name is attached to it, so that's the draw. Everyone like, oh, Oprah, Oprah, Oprah. Okay, but hey, we celebrate the talent. Okay, I swear, and I didn't even watch that in its entirety. I just saw the first few clips of it because I didn't want to hear her commentary on it, because it was ridiculous. And everybody else who trying to follow suit with that, y'all making something out of nothing. Now, Monique does it up here, and like I said, she done just got started, and now her thing is over. Oprah got caught. As a producer, this is Sydney. As a producer, the definition of a producer is you're supposed to supply and make sure that everything is there. Everything that these ladies were talking about are basic needs that's supposed to happen anyway. It's not you had to do something out of the ordinary. This is something basic. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Did y'all hear when she said that she didn't know what was going on because there are other producers on the show? There's other producers there. Because she got pulled, she can be the producer that say, hey, I'm looking out after the talent. You understand? And as an actress, she understands what that means. Okay? So, as Taraji was saying, in that particular clip, I was a little scared to go to Oprah. Okay? Now, if y'all go look up, she said the same thing on The Talk. Okay, and this was just a couple of days ago, because they just had her on The Talk. And she says the exact, and she and Cheryl Underwood give flowers to Oprah, because she wanted to make sure that, Oprah did her thing, as you know, she moved mountains and stuff for us. And the way how she did that suggests that, you know, without Oprah's help, she couldn't have got the money that she was gonna get. So everybody's blowing this out of proportion. And I'm hoping this is the last time I can talk about this whole fucked up ass shit with The Color Purple, because it's getting on my nerves. And I'm trying not to take it personally, because I have nothing to do with that movie. I'm about to go get them some more money because I like the movie and I want to go see it again. Those who didn't like it, those who don't like musicals or whatever, okay, fine. It's not your cup of tea. That's lovely. Wait a minute, hold on. Speaking of tea. Okay. It ain't your cup. Lovely. Okay, it doesn't have to be. Okay, doesn't have to be. And carrying on. Wonderful. Okay. But let us come up out of trying to have clickbait and causing something in the public opinion that has nothing to do with nothing. Y'all are making shit up because it's easy. Oprah done became the target, and then y'all done bought Monique up in it, and now Monique done finally commented on it. Okay? Well, when Monique said it, y'all didn't want to believe her. In fact, in this particular clip, her ass even said that, and that's what I'm upset about. That's what I'm upset about her about. Miss Thing, this has nothing to do with you anymore. You understand? And I keep telling folks, in the beginning of this fight that Monique was on, in the very beginning, this had nothing to do with Black people not getting paid. This was about her pockets. Here. This whole thing was about her pockets and about her pay and how she wasn't getting paid with Netflix. In the very, very beginning, about her being blackballed because they said she was difficult to work with. Her beef started there. It didn't start about money until it became Netflix. Her beef with Oprah and Tyler and all the other people that she done put into that damn litany of shit had to do with her contract and that she wanted to get paid extra to go promote a film. That's what all this started with. So now she was trying to exonerate her name because they said she was difficult, or whoever was putting that out there. And they didn't come for her. Her beef was, you didn't say shit. Not about no motherfucking pay. Okay? The pay thing came with the Netflix offer, and they lowballed her. That they did. They lowballed her. Okay? And then came everything else. Okay? That's what this was all about. Then, as she started going on, then her fight became, oh, if I don't talk now about it, who's going to stand in the gap for the sisters that come behind me? See, that all that came later. You know, when she got, and I think about Hattie McDaniel and all them children. Okay, that was a cute soliloquy, honey. That was cute. But Miss Thing, this did not start off with no motherfucking money thing about that. Okay, as a matter of fact, the money came in when Tyler Perry told you about the money you're supposed to be making because you got the Oscar nomination. If you get the nomination, you go, so you need to be making this. If you win it, then you need to be making that. That's where this coin come in. Okay? That's where this coin come in. So don't y'all sit up here acting as if her whole fight has been about the sisterhood and carrying on, because it mutated into that. This whole thing started off about her pockets. Okay? And that's not wrong. And let me be clear about that. That's not wrong. It's just that I'm tired of everybody trying to put this into some kind of perspective that has nothing to do with what y'all trying to neatly put into this box. Because the fight is the system. It ain't about Monique versus Oprah and carrying on. Y'all want to sit there and make Oprah the bad guy and the villain because of that. And why is it, and I'm going to ask, why is it that because Oprah got all this money, why is it that she always got to be the one to pay for every goddamn thing? Every time it comes down to money, y'all, well, she could have gave that. She got the money. That's her money. Damn it, it's her money. Why she got to go in her pockets all the motherfucking time? Get the fuck out her goddamn purse. Y'all ain't never said the movie studio or nothing. Y'all keep going to her. Why she got to be the one all the damn time? Because she gave out the car, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Because she did that, y'all think y'all just supposed to run her checkbook? Because they report that she the black woman, you know, the black female, billion, or whatever it is, wherever her status is. Y'all want to make sure that y'all in her motherfucking pockets all the time. All the time. And I don't care what it is. She can't do nothing right in your eyes. She ain't for black folks. She ain't for this. She ain't for that. And if you're sitting up there trying to and getting on me, telling myself, oh, I'm just taking up for her, because right is right and wrong is wrong. And y'all dead wrong on this one. You're dead wrong on this one. You're dead wrong on this one. Because your mouths are running and nobody is listening to what the fuck is going on. They done already said that. Now you heard Taraji just say it right here. Thank you for everything that you've done, because you had to move mountains for this. So, y'all heard it come out of Taraji's mouth there, in front of Oprah, about how little they get paid and this, that, and the other. And Oprah moved mountains. Say less. If it's anything that you need, let me know. Boom. You see, all of them are still there. We have a movie. Why? Because they're still there. After they signed the contracts and the contracts, whatever they did, they lasted. Okay, so now we're sitting up here trying to make sure that the movie at least make the money that went into the budget. You understand? So now, let's move on. Either you're going to like the damn movie or you ain't going to like the fucking movie. Whatever it is, whatever floats your boat, let's move on beyond this goddamn conversation and stop making up shit that ain't there. Okay? Okay. And since I'm on a rant and carrying on, let's go here. Okay, let's go here. I'm about to share with y'all something very heinous, very ugly, very disgusting. Okay? Very heinous, very ugly, very disgusting. Okay? And I was going to do this yesterday, but I got on the other shit and I didn't, and I'm pulling this from yesterday's lineup. Okay. I was listening to Hope Giselle on Instagram, and she went live. And I heard this story, but I didn't know the depths of it. And in Texas, there's a 29-year-old man by the name of Arthur Hector Fernandez III, who has been arrested because he and 6 other men gangbanged 2 toddlers. They said that they had to have been about 2 or 3 years old. Yeah, you heard what I said. I said gangbang 2 kids that were 2 or 3 years old in a public bathroom. Let me read y'all this story. Okay? This is dated for January 11th. This is coming from USA Today. The reporter's name is Kinsey Crawley. Okay. And it says here, a Texas man is in federal custody after the FBI linked him to videos from the dark web depicting group sexual assault on toddlers in a mall. Arthur Hector Fernandez, 29, was arrested on December 18th, 2023 in Kingwood, Texas, as the result of a December 14th criminal complaint filed in federal court in Houston, records show. According to the complaint, the Federal Bureau of Investigation was contacted by the Australian Center to Counter Child Exploitation. Let me say that one more time. The Australian Center to Counter Child Exploitation. That's okay. Earlier December, the organization shared with the FBI 4 videos posted on an invitation-only forum on the dark web. The FBI were able to identify one of the children, less than 3 years old, through social media. A relative of the child was presented with a sanitized image of the video and recognized the bracelets an individual in the video was wearing as belonging to Fernandez, according to the complaint. The two became friends after working at nearby stores in the Galleria Mall in Houston, and he would watch the child for her occasionally while she worked, she told the FBI. Investigators believe at least one of the videos is taken in a public restroom because a changing table is present, and the mall has public restrooms with changing tables, the complaint states. The evidence in the case is overwhelming and revolting, quote unquote, the judge wrote in a court order requiring Fernandez to remain detained pending trial. Quote, I cannot allow him to abuse any other minors, and there is no conditions or combination of conditions that can alleviate a danger to the community. This is not a close call, end quote. Fernandez was being charged with sexual exploitation of children. The public defender listed as Fernandez's attorney did not immediately respond to USA Today's request for a comment on Thursday. The complaint details the graphic videos in which the video's creator and 1 or 2 other men present sexually abused, 1 or 2 other males present sexually abused 2 different children, both aged 2 to 3 years old. The ACCCE shared the videos as they contained 2 common identifiers, 2 silver bracelets, and white Converse All-Star shoes. The FBI used the open source imagery repository to match one of the toddlers to a relative who posted photos of the child on social media. She told investigators that Fernandez, who formerly worked in the mall, has offered to take care of the child while she could not find childcare. In addition to recognizing the bracelets, she also said Fernandez will often wear white Converse All-Stars. The FBI also executed a search warrant for Fernandez's address, seizing his electronic devices and 3 pair of sneakers seen in the video. A search through Fernandez's Instagram account helped the FBI locate a relative of the second minor, the complaint states. She also worked at the mall and would bring the child to work with her. She also told investigators that Fernandez took the child trick-or-treating on Halloween. And that's the end of that. So this old hateful ass bastard, okay? And wait a minute, hold on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull his name up because there's a picture of him. And I'm gonna show y'all the picture. And I'm going to agree with I'm going to agree with Hope on this because she said that and so now, it seems as though, he's a little, what's the word that y'all use? Sassy, okay? And things of that nature. But I had another report where someone had set up and said that he was dating their father at one point. So the dude is gay, okay? The problem with that becomes now all of a sudden this whole thing of, you know, this whole gay thing now for the greatest stuff. See, I told y'all, them gay folks ain't no good for our kids and this, that, and the other. And it's gonna be all of that bullshit. That's nonsense. Okay. This is the kind of stuff that gets up under my skin, because we as the rainbow community not only got to deal with all the other bullshit that we deal with from folks who want to say what they say about how we do and how we love, but then we also got to get attached to this whole pedophile shit that got nothing to do with sexual orientation. Okay. But because this child here happens to be gay, and that's going, I got to find that other story, because in the other story, like I said, it was saying that folks are saying that he was friends and he was dating the father, one of the girl's daddies, and carrying on. And they found him out through one of the exes that he had. The ex, and it's okay. So it's apparent that he is. But wait a minute, let me show y'all this picture. I want to show y'all what he looked like. Okay, because yeah, he's going to get on here. We're going to blow this. You need to be seen. You need to be fucking seen, honey. There is no getting around. There is no trying to protect this. There is no, wait a minute. Okay, it is this. Okay. Okay, can y'all see that? Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. Can I blow that up any bigger? Let me see. I'm gonna go full screen on that. Can y'all see that? Okay, this is him. All right. Y'all see he on the beach and you can't see it? Okay, wait a minute. Let me do this. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna remove it. Let me do this. I'm gonna stop sharing it and hold on. What I'm going to do is let me save the image. Hold on. Let me do it this way. I'm gonna save it and then I'm gonna add it to my thing. Okay, let me go here. Come on. We go, what we doing? We're gonna go up here. I want to add this here as an overlay. Okay. Add it as an overlay and then share it this way. Now, can y'all see that? Y'all see him? Now, apparently with his name, with the last name Fernandez, author Hector Fernandez, I'm assuming that he's part of the Latino community. So he's a person of color. Okay. He's a person of color. And 29. And the problem, what makes this most heinous is not only did he do this to these babies, you got other people. There's reports that there's as many as 6 other people that had their way with these babies. I'm trying not to holler because I'm working on my throat. Okay. I don't want my voice to go out. But where? How do you break the trust of their mothers who have trusted you to be with their kids? Okay, because you want to babysit. The story that I read said he would sit down and one of them was in the stroller. He would roll the baby around the stroller at the mall while the mom was at work. So I'm going to assume, and this is me assuming, that they are also part of the Latino community. Okay. And in that, you know, I'm sure the language is there and all of that. So it was probably easier. But this supposed to be your sister, dude. How you gonna sit down here and do some foul ass shit with these damn kids? Now, I don't care. Listen, you work in the mall. The mall has always been the tea room. The public bathrooms are always the tea room. You can sit down there and get you some dick or whatever in the public bathroom. Why are you fucking with these kids? What? And how do you? The babies looked up to you. The babies trusted you. and you break their trust like that. Imagine what they're going to have to go through. Because I wish I had that other article. Because in the other article, it was saying that you can hear the kids crying. Okay, they said in one of the videos, it showed, that what it didn't say what they were doing, but it showed that the baby was, how the baby was forcing, the baby was trying to break away, the baby was trying to run, and in the video you can hear the babies crying and this, that, and the other. Okay, in the other report they say y'all got the baby on the changing table and shit, doing whatever the fuck it is. This kind of shit. This jail doesn't suffice for me. Death doesn't either, because I don't want him dead. I don't want him dead. Hell, fuck no. I don't want him dead. Oh no, I want him to wish he was dead, but I don't want him dead. Mm-mm. Oh hell no. Mm-mm. No. No. See how I would love to see this play out. I would love to see him in some kind of psychiatric ward where he get hemmed up some motherfucking where, or better yet, be somewhere where he is the youngest person there, and you get all these old motherfuckers, okay, who want to touch and grab and mistouch and misuse. That's what he need to go through for the rest of his life, or at least however long he's going to be in prison for, or the sentencing, or whatever that is. That's what your punishment need to be. You need to experience the same treatment on a consistent basis that you gave those kids. That's just how I feel. And I don't want to hear about, please spare me about we're going to pray for him and carry on. Spare me that. Spare me that, because I'm not receiving that right now. I don't want to hear about him going to jail and then all of a sudden he done found the Lord. I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That's 2 and 3 years old, honey. Okay, and I need to understand something. It would be a little different if they were a little older, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what I'm saying? And it's heinous, period. But if they were a little older, they'll be able to articulate what happened. They'll be able to tell the story. They can sit down there and say this, this, and this. You know what I mean? They can pinpoint. They can identify. They will have language. You understand? To be able to tell what happened, to tell their story, to go and say mama and this, that, and other, to go into therapy and to say what happened and be able to start a healing process. 2 and 3 year olds, they barely are talking to where it's coherent and it makes sense or whatever. How fucking rude, and how dare you? The audacity to think that you could sit down there and do that to a child. God, I want to take my fist and ram it up his ass over. And not pleasurably, because I know there's a community out there that love that shit. No, I want to take my fist, I want to ram it up his motherfucking ass. I want to squeeze his heart through his ass. I want to sit down there and squeeze his motherfucking heart muscle through his ass. All of them. Motherfuckers. Whoo! And then you got the nerve to be part of the rainbow community, which means this shit now is going to be, they're going to look at us with all this. They're going to look at us with all of this. Here's another thing. They finna make this political because he's of the Latino community, I'm assuming, with his name and looking at his picture, even though I can't blow it up. I wish I had a better picture of him. Wait a minute, let me do something. I'm gonna see if I can get another picture of him. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get another picture of him. No, that's the only one that they got up here. Let me see something. What I got y'all here. Let me see, because they say they got that picture from his Facebook page, but I think they may have taken it down by now. Okay. They may have taken it down. And I'm going to see. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Okay. He's not even coming up. We didn't find any results. Yeah. See, I'm sure they done removed his page. They've removed him. Okay. But that is heinous. That there is completely heinous, completely and utterly heinous. And here's the call to action. And this is to parents. This is to parents. It's sad that we're living in the world now to where, in addition to teaching your babies name, address, phone number, mother's name, father's name, grandmother's name, because remember, I know we don't like our kids calling us by our first name and carrying on, but they need to know what it is. So when somebody else asks, what's your mama's name? They can't say mama. They got to say what the name is. Okay? They got to understand what the name is. Okay? Do y'all remember it was all over, and we still said, listen, Linda. Remember that? And we were sitting up there and we criticized this woman because the baby calling her by her first name and this, that, and the other. And what had happened was she said that she was teaching her child what her name is so that in case he got in trouble or whatever, and he was pleased so he didn't get no papa on his booty, because that's still funny. But we criticized her because all we heard was the baby calling her by her name. Okay. But we have to get to there to where the children understand what listen, anytime I've been around kids, and my sister's on here, and she knows this. It was a point in my life, especially when I was extremely sexually active, to where anytime I was with kids, my rule with kids is this. Number one, you cannot leave your children with me if I cannot spank them. That's the first thing. Because you know they badasses and carrying on. And this is outside of what kids going to do. Kids are kids, and kids are naturally mischievous because they're exploring. They're learning life. Okay? But the second thing is that I do this with everybody's child. There are no secrets. Okay? And anytime you come pick your child up, I always tell them, tell mommy what we did today. And they'll turn around and look at me. Tell mommy what happened. What did we do? Because I don't want no secrets. Because why? There are no secrets here. That's how we build trust. If mommy said you can't have no candy, honey, then we can't have no candy. It's not going to be how grandmama does. Oh, this is just between us. No, not when I'm the babysitter. You understand? Because as a black gay man, that's the last thing that I needed. Well, for some bitch to come and tell me I touched her child. You understand? Listen, if they were still talking and carrying on, honey, listen, no. Even if they wasn't, when we sit down there, my sister tell you, when I deal with kids, I teach them. Everywhere when you put your underwear on, you put your t-shirt on and your drawers on your panties, everything that your underwear covers is a no-no area. Nobody's supposed to touch you there without asking. You understand? Boom. And when my niece and nephews were kids, they used to tell, Ma, son, can you hit in my no-no area? You know, and they'll be playing the can on, trying to get each other in trouble, right? But it was enough for us to say, okay, wait a minute. Okay, how in the hell are y'all playing? Okay, how are you playing that you hitting her there? Then we find out, okay, no, he hit her up here. And because I said everything that the t-shirt touches, okay, you know, you had to get the story to get the context, okay? But that's how I am. And still today, if I'm dealing with toddlers and carrying on, because there are no secrets. We don't have secrets, okay? And parents, you have to get into that, in that mindset, because the criminals will sit down there and, oh, if you tell, I'm going, and you got to tell them that. They're not going to touch mama. They lying when they say that. You come tell me everything. Here? Now, here's the flip side of that coin. You ready for it? That means that you can't be doing any and everything in front of these kids if you don't want your business out there. Huh? You can't be sitting up here trying to rob Peter to pay Paul in front of these goddamn kids. You can't be sitting out here tricking. You can't be stealing money out of somebody's wallet and this, that, and the other in front of these damn kids, and there are no secrets. There is no shh. It's just between us, okay? No. There is none of that bullshit. You can't be sitting there thinking that the baby is asleep and then you bring your man over or your girl or the party over to the house because you thinking that they sleeping this, that, and the other. Okay? You can't do any and everything in front of these damn kids. And you trying to build up trust and to establish a no secret policy. So that way when they go back and tell their mom and daddy what happened, they know what happened. Okay? Oh my God, today. And then here's another part of that. We got to do better with vetting people you want to watch your children. And let me say this. As a gay man, honey, if gay is not a part of your damn thing and you don't believe in it, and however, we going to burn in hell or whatever the fuck it is, whatever that is, here, whatever that is, if you don't fuck with me that way, then don't bring your motherfucking kids to me. Don't, if that's what your wheelhouse is, okay, then I should not be around your kids in that capacity. Not without you present. You understand? So we got to do better with vetting who we have around our children, understanding who they are, and carrying on. Are they worthy of this? Because these are my babies. You understand? You cannot afford that, babies. You cannot afford that. And it may hurt folks' feelings and carrying on. Hell, you may have godparents and carrying on, but if they sit up there snorting coke all motherfucking day, or if they smoking weed, you may not be a weed head, honey, but you may not want your kids around that shit. No, y'all smoke too much, honey. They can't come over there like that. Not without me present. No. Because I don't know what the hell y'all smoking over there, goddammit. No. Okay, and bitch, I know you, because when you smoke, you like to get horny. You ain't having my kids exposed to that bullshit. And you may not say that out loud, but you better think it out loud and understand who the hell your kid's going to be around. This 29-year-old child, I'm going to have to refill my cup in a minute. In fact, one more sip and it's gone, so I'm going to have to get some more. This 29-year-old, we don't know the particulars of how it started. All we know is the common factor here is that both of these ladies needed somebody to babysit their children because they had to work. Okay? Now, how does this become political? Because these people, I'm assuming that the mamas and stuff, like I said earlier, are Latina as well. So now here we go. This is Texas, child. We talking about border city. We talking about illegal aliens and all these immigrants coming over here. Okay. And now Agent Orange already told us and put it out there. You got the robbers, the killers, the rapists, the kidnappers. They're coming across the border. Now here you got this 29-year-old. Okay. Sat around here and did this to these babies. Now, the question becomes this. Are they going to treat this as such? Or if they're Latina as well, are they going to just bypass this because, hey, all of y'all shouldn't be over here in the country in the first place? Are we going to have that kind of mentality? Now, you see where the political shit come into play at? Because how is it that you done took your baby to work, and because he had a kiosk or whatever, now it doesn't say that he was a business owner or whatever. He worked at the kiosk, so he worked there. So how you got time to take the baby and ride the baby around, oh, excuse me, in the stroller around the mall for 8 hours? That you couldn't take the baby to the house no damn well? Huh? Help me make that make sense. Okay? Now, when did you have time to well, let me rephrase that, because that didn't sound right coming out. I'm going to say it was dumb. But the thing is, how is it that you were able to get away with that, considering that the worker got a lunch break? So if you're there in the mall with the baby, with the strollers and shit, on her lunch break, I know she came to come and check on the kids, or her child, because there were 2 types of kids, right? I know the mamas came out to come and look at the kids. Oh, he's just a little fussy. Oh, come to mama's baby. Okay. They don't have the language to say what happened. You know? So what are we going to do with that? And see, the FBI done got in this. So if the FBI got in this, that's a federal crime now. Okay. And here's the thing, because I highlighted the Australian child people. Okay. So Australia is the one that uncovered this shit. Because why? They are better with detecting the damn sex trafficking on the black dark web. Where are our folks at? Where are our folks at? How come the states didn't intercept that? How is it that the Australian government people, Australia, a whole nother fucking country, had to contact over there who's on the dark web, and boom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So those are questions. Those are some of the things there. Okay, that I want to know. Because something ain't right. Something. Listen, it was up, and I swear to you, I reported this. It was on Twitter. Some guy, and they always love to have a faceless little thing up there, or some kind of avatar. Most of the time they face it. You get a name and no face picture up there. And it was somebody up there. They had that damn child porn on that shit. And let me tell y'all something, people. I know we get fascinated by shit, and I'm not saying that you're into that kind of stuff, but the fascination becomes because we're horrified, and you get to looking like, oh my God, what the fuck are you looking? And your IP address, honey, that's how they go through your computer, because your IP address marks as timestamps anytime that you go into those kind of sites. Okay, this fucker here that was on Twitter, I blasted the shit out of him, and I flagged his page. I put in all caps, "This is child porn. You need to be arrested." You know, oh my God, and the images, God help me. Oh, and the pictures that I saw were all boy children, male children. Okay, they couldn't have been no older than 6. Okay, because there was many of them. There was nobody. There was none black. Okay, they was all Caucasian kids in this thing, right? And I did not see any penetration. Now let me go there, because I'm already upset that I saw what I saw. There was no penetration, but the shit that I did see, it was why they ended up getting that page knocked down. But I stayed on Twitter on that bullshit. If y'all don't do something with this page here, if y'all don't do something with this page right here, I'm going to the FCC and everybody. Child, there won't be no more Twitter by the time I'm done with this shit. And they end up getting that page. They blocked it. They you know, all of that. But just to think, I don't even know how the hell did you get on the fucking dark web? You know, because we hear that all the time, the dark web. Okay, and that's what, because it's dark. That's that underworld shit. They selling babies, they sex trafficking, all the dope, all of this, all that stuff that we say is dark and dismal, all the body sacrificing. Y'all want to talk about the Illuminati, all that shit that's supposed to be dark. That's where all that shit exists. Okay, because it's not in the mainstream. It's done covertly, because and you heard in this article, it said it's invitation only. You only get into it, you have to be invited in. Okay. So yes, it's on the dark web. Okay. But how do we infiltrate that? I'm having issues. Let me go to these comments. Then I'm gonna take a commercial break because I gotta fill up my cup. Okay. I gotta fill up my cup. Wait a minute. I gotta start where I left off at, honey. And oh God, y'all been okay, y'all that came up in here. Okay. We're gonna go right here. Those who mess with these kids need to be under the jail. It's fucking ridiculous. Okay, sick as fuck. Exactly. Oh, hey, okay. What is his name? I need to read up on this. Arthur Hector Fernandez III. Okay. Okay. No. He should not have been doing that at all. Okay, right. Okay. Oh, thanks, Lanier. How you doing, baby? I ain't seen you in a minute. That's his name. Arthur Hector Fernandez III. He's the third. And in the other article that I had that I was reading, and I ended up losing that article. When they went to go confiscate his stuff, he lived with his parents, so his dad and his grandmother was at the house. Now, could you imagine? Imagine that. I'm at home, and y'all, the FBI come up in here because they after my son. Oh. Shit. You know nothing about what the fuck is going on. All you know is they telling you they got your child. And they got to come look through his shit. Because they looking for evidence. Huh? and you're helpless because there's nothing you can do. And now they're there. Don't know what to do. In this case, this boy did this shit. And we've heard the stories. I've never been in prison. I've been to a holding cell at the precinct station because I did some stupid shit when I was a kid. Okay? But that was at the precinct station where my mother could still come and get me. You in jail, about to go into places. And it's been told and said, and those who have been there constantly say, if you do anything to elderly folks and children, that your days are basically numbered because they're going to hurt you. Particularly those who have kids on the outside and have been locked up for so long to where they can't get to their kids at all. And to know that you done harmed them in that way. And as a father, there's nothing you can do about that. Because it's the bed that they made. Which that's right. Yeah, the no-no areas. Okay. Then take a breath. Okay. Child care need more slots for free. You know what? Now let's go right there. Let's go right there. You know what? I've always said that one of the things that employers need to look at, and that there is, if they're a bigger company and they can offer child care. You know, some companies do that, you know, because it was chic, you know, and they was trying to get an edge. But we all know that, especially those who are coming back into the workspace or whatever, you know, you need childcare. We don't even have latchkey programs anymore where, you know, the kids could go to after school programs or whatever while because the mom or the dads are not at home. Kids get out of school at 3:30. I don't get off work till 5, 6 o'clock, 7, 8 o'clock. You know, we don't even have latchkey programs anymore where the kids could go someplace safe. And this and the Boys and Girls Clubs, honey, are suffering because we don't have them in abundance like we used to. How many of y'all heard of anybody going down to the YMCA anymore? We don't even do that anymore, to where there's structured activities where I know if they go there, I can trust that my children will be safe there. You know what I'm saying? We don't even. It's like 8 million immigrants here, okay? When your child tells you some adult was a bully to them, like a teacher's aide or something, believe your child and don't think, why did you say that about a grown person or think they're fucked up? Groove said, I had the idea you couldn't say nothing about a grown person because naturally they're supposed to be the authority figures and know everything and they wouldn't hurt you. That idea is fucked up. You know what? That was, you know, that's us, Groove. We come up in that era. And that's how we were taught. You know, the grown-up was the responsible one and this, that, and the other. And when the village becomes the villain, what do you do? What do you do? Well, that's the question. Did they go check? Okay, right. Okay. Poor babies. I know. What the fuck? Okay, right, sis. Hell yeah, I'm glad you reported that sick ass. I had no choice, honey. I had no choice because now everybody knows, honey. If you come to my computer at any given point, honey, I got smut everywhere. Okay. But I'm an adult. And I purposely go and because I know what I like and this, that, and the other. That's part of my entertainment. But there's nothing in here that says that I entertain children in that fashion. I don't even like 18-year-olds, and that's legal. But if they look too much like kids, honey, I can't do nothing with that shit. because I can't do nothing with it. You understand? And when I came across that, it sickened me because the children were doing something because they were fascinated because it was something new. You understand? It wasn't like they were going for it because they knew what to do. They're being coerced into something. And it tore me up. It tore me up. So I had no choice but to report that. I don't even like going outside past 11 p.m. because you can't, child, because you can't. Because you can't. Okay. I'm in Cincinnati and they found a dismembered female body across the street from me in the woods. I've been here 17 years and never seen anything like this before. The FBI is investigating now. Child, stop. Monique Taylor, the government is not trying to help. They closed damn near everything for our children. Honey, okay. Okay. Listen. I just have a hard time when adults take advantage of things. And I know we get all loud and proud about, oh, I'm grown, I could do what I want to do. But we forget about how it affects everyone. Okay. The new saying that, everybody got, okay, fuck around and find out, right? FAFO. Okay. Fuck around and find out. But why we got to fuck around? Okay. Why is it that we fucking around? Okay. The whole idea of this is to be able to have the education, to have the mindset, to have some sort of decorum, some sort of integrity, some sort of discipline, some sort of something that keeps you intact. But right now, we act as if we don't. We got it because we utilize it when we want to. You know how to utilize it when you're at a concert, when you want to go see your favorite singer or whatever, or your rap artist or whatever the case may be. You know how to do it then. You know how to do it when you're standing in line and you're about to spend your money. You know how to do it at the bank when you want to go cash your check or get your money or whatever. You know how to do it on your job because you're trying to make sure you keep your coin. Okay. We know how to do it. We just selective when we do it. Okay. And in all of that, we have gotten to the point to where we have we get away from obligations. We've gotten away from understanding the consequences of actions because why? We're in a world now to where negative behavior is rewarded. Look at what we try to make martyrs out of nowadays. Everybody is looking to become a martyr or some kind of hero, some kind of fame to this shit. You're trying to be infamous so that you could go down in the history books, right? But what are you going down in history for? This young 29-year-old is about to go to jail for the rest of his life. The rest of his life. All right? Now, they say that the longevity of the average male, honey, lifespan is only, what, to 70, 72? So you're talking for the next 50 years, this man is going to be locked up. Locked up. Okay? And caged like an animal because he didn't think about nothing that he was doing. Now, should I care about that? Hell no, I shouldn't because of the heinousness of his crime. But at the same time, as a human being, I don't like anything caged. I sound like Carmen Jones, if y'all ever watched that. I don't like being nobody who was cooped up. I don't even like seeing that in dogs. I don't like putting dogs in their little dog kennels and cages or whatever, because everything is designed to be free. Okay? We're made and designed to be free. To hell, how many of y'all, when you get up, you got to stretch? Have you been stuck so long to it? You got to get up and you got to stretch. Why? Because your body done got tensed up. You got to free it out. You got to, yes, you got to get up. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to get over this cold. We got to free it up. Being cooped up and carried on, That's not tea. That is not the tea. But this boy finna, and like I said, I want the other 6 that was with him. The other 6. Now, in this article, it says, they had a couple of them, but according to what I read in other areas, there was 6 to 7 other people. Yeah. So how? Yeah, so you are in this ring for real, to where you found other people who are into this thing with you. Okay. Okay, for the rest of his life. Take a break and get you some. Okay, sis, I am. Let me do that because I got to fill up my cup. Y'all see, I went to it and it's empty. I'm going to take a little commercial break right here. When I come back, we're going to get into it, and we're going to get into the cards, honey. Okay, let's talk tonight. I gave y'all a card yesterday, honey. And the question yesterday was, what does a typical Friday night look to you? How does it look? What does a typical Friday night look like for you? That was the question. And I said when we come back, we were going to start there. And I want to go through and pick out some topics or whatever, just to see how we do in this whole thing, okay? Just to have a little fun. It's Saturday and carrying on, honey, and we're going to get into it. So let me take a little break, and I will return in just a few moments, darling, okay? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Oh, let me go here because this will give me enough time. I'll be right back in a minute. Stay with me.
Okay, black on. Get into it. Black on. Look at that David Ford right there. That's his thing. Black on. He don't know Tom. Look at that David Ford. That's his thing. He don't know Tom. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
And we are back, honey. If you're just tuning in, honey, you are dishing tea with Big Meech. Okay. And I thank you. I appreciate you, honey. Okay, for coming in with us and carrying on now. Okay, wait a minute. Let me make sure that I got everything that I wanted to talk about before we go into the whole do-I-ditties of it all, honey. Okay. Oh, dear mercy. Wait a minute. It was something that, did I play the other thing? Because I downloaded something. Wait a minute. Did I upload it? Oh, yeah. I knew I had something else. Oh, child. Wait a minute. Oh, child. Wait, did I put? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah. Let's go here. Oh, child. Listen to this. Y'all listen to this real quick.
Place out there. I don't want state prisoners, okay? They are a necessary evil to keep the doors open, that we keep a few or keep some out there. And that's the ones that you can work. That's the ones that can pick up trash, the work release programs. But guess what? Those are the ones that they're releasing. In addition to the bad ones, and I call these bad, in addition to them, they're releasing some good ones that we use every day to wash cars, to change oil in our cars, to cook in the kitchen, to do all that where we save money. Well, they're going to let them out.
Did y'all hear what he said? Did you hear that? Well, I'm going to play it one more time because I don't think y'all heard that. Let me preface this. This here is in Louisiana. This is a Louisiana. Is he the district attorney? No, he's the sheriff. Louisiana sheriff. Okay. Now, Louisiana is just a state. This is in New Orleans. I mean, it's the city. The state is New Orleans. This is the Louisiana sheriff saying that we need the state prisons. We don't need to do away with them. And the people that they're trying to release are the workers. The good ones. Listen to them.
Place out there. I don't want state prisoners, okay? They are a necessary evil to keep the doors open, that we keep a few or keep some out there. And that's the ones that you can work. That's the ones that can pick up trash, the work release programs. But guess what? Those are the ones that they're releasing. In addition to the bad ones, and I call these bad, in addition to them, they're releasing some good ones that we use every day to wash cars, to change oil in our cars, to cook in the kitchen, to do all that where we save money. Well, they're going to let them out.
They're going to let them out. They wash cars, change our oil, they cook in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Have you ever heard of such nonsense? Not the bad ones, okay? Not the bad ones, okay? Not the bad ones, child. Okay, not the bad ones. Okay, he said, they're going to release them too, the good ones that do the work, that they work. They're not supposed to go home and they're not supposed to be released, and we need to keep them around. What does that sound like, y'all? What does that sound like? And that's so much of what it sounds like, honey, because it's already what it is. You know, your Constitution tells us, honey, that slavery is abolished unless you become a prisoner, honey. So slavery was never 100% abolished. Okay. Slavery has always been a part of this country because our 13th Amendment tells us that. Mm-hmm. So he said right there, and basically, y'all gonna let the good ones go. It kind of sounds like the Emancipation Proclamation, doesn't it? I'm I'm laughing because I'm tickled. I just had the vision of what that was after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, and they said slavery has ended. Okay. Oh my! What is going to do? I am done. But see, here's the thing, and I've been wanting to ask. I've been asking this question, and I think I've been asking it to the wrong people. Okay. I think I've been asking the wrong people, and that there is, if we say that we are going to reform our prisoners, if they've done their time and they are about to be released, they're not coming out to be on paperwork or whatever. And even if they are, once they have been, they've done what they're supposed to do. They're off probation. They this, that, and other. Why is it that they still have a record that forbids them to get a job? Why is it that we still hold them in contempt in society? Because an ex-con is just that in the eyes of everybody. And isn't it ironic that in a Christian nation, since the United States says that we're a Christian nation that's supposed to celebrate everybody else, but we're a Christian nation that's supposed to be following Christian rules. What about redemption? Okay. What about those who have repented and turned from their evil ways and carried on? What about giving somebody another chance? What about turning the other cheek with prisoners and carrying on? Honey, how come they got to continue to struggle and end up, what is the, oh God, I wish the research department was here. Research department, I need you, sweetie, because I need to know what that percentage is. What is the recidivism rate of prisoners? Because I think it's like 59% of all released prisoners end up turning around and going back. Especially if they've done a significant amount of time, because those who have been on lockdown 10, 15 years or whatever, the prison system has become their way of life. So trying to come out here on the outside, and to function in life all over again, honey, that's that's therapy. I wonder, have they ever thought about that, though? Now, that's a good question. Has anyone ever thought about having prisoners go to therapy? Because they got to get reignited and reintroduced back into regular world. So that's a culture shock. That there means that somebody needs to help guide them through. We just had, you hear this on the news just a couple months ago, somebody who had been locked up for like 20 some odd years or whatever for a crime they did not do. And now you out, but now we got cell phones, we got the internet. You can't go buy records and stuff anymore. It's all about streaming this and streaming that. Do you realize what the technology is? And now a whole world has changed, and now you got to come in like this. What about those who are on lockdown? Like, we have a family friend who has been locked down. My sisters, they'll be, Lord have mercy, they'll be 47. He's been locked up all of their lives. Okay. And if he were to get out now, I mean, of course, I'm understanding they got computers and stuff in the jails or whatever, but look at that. Okay, look at that. A whole world has changed within them same 45 years. Technology and everything. When he came in, computers was just starting to become the thing. When he came in, the game system was Atari. Bloop, bloop. When we were playing tennis with the things, that's what he came. Now we sitting up here having discussions about Grand Theft Auto being an influence on the culture, and that's a fucking game. We are now going into AI and AI goggles and carried on and computer generated images and all of that. Could you imagine what life is going to be like when he gets out? Because I got a feeling he's going to get out. Could you imagine what life would be like for him? Trying to get acclimated to a world like this? Y'all remember the movie I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker? When Fly Guy got out of jail, when he went in there, he was pimp, and his style was that, and he had the goldfish in his shoes and this, that, and the other, and he come out, and now you looking like a whole clown. Looking like a whole clown. Times done changed. Don't nobody wear that no more. Pimps ain't even on the street corner. So imagine that. Imagine that. Here. And this man is upset because they're about to let him go. Oh, those are workers. He said those the workers' children. Yes, God. Wait a minute. I done dropped my sprayer. He say, Lord child, he say, yeah. Can you stand it? Can you stand it? But all right. All right. That's what he believes, baby. That's what he believes. Okay. That's what he believes. All right. Let's go into a couple of these questions, and I'm going to let y'all go because I know y'all trying to get ready. If you're at work, and I know you're trying to get ready to go home and things. Oh, okay. I get it. All right. No, these are the date cards. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Why are these upside down? Okay. These are, this is the Tonight Let's Talk cards. Y'all see that? Okay. And here, this is the date night edition. Okay. Now, he got several editions. And Karen, I got 3 or 4 decks around here. We got, this is the relationship debates, which I should have been going from that. I got one that's self-love. I got one that's after dark, and I'm gonna get some more. I want to get all of his cards or whatever. He also does the lives. He goes around the country and carrying on. And you know, if y'all ever go to these things, it's kind of I've never been because it looks to be very, you know, heterosexual oriented. Okay, and from what I've seen, it's been good discussion, but I have not been in you know, the thing of it is we may have to do a gay version of this, child, so that we can put a little color into this. Okay, so I asked y'all one question and nobody has chimed in, so y'all did not do your homework last night. For those of y'all who were here, last night question was, what does a typical Friday night look like for you? Y'all put that in the comments down there. What does a typical Friday night look like for you? Now, for me, let me answer my way. I'm sorry, some cute man is on the TV, honey, that took my attention, honey. He's at the news is on, honey, but he was fine. Shit. Okay. A typical Friday night, honey, is me here at the house. More than likely, I'm here on doing the show because you know we're on Fridays and Saturdays. So I'm either on the show, and if I'm not, then I'm sitting up catching up because I have 2 days off, and my first day off is usually my do nothing day. You know, it's just for me to sit down and to unwind and just have a veg day, catch up on all of my programming and carrying on and this, that, and the other. Now, back you know, when it was time for me to have a club night or whatever, when I was a little bit more active on Friday nights, then it was I'm on the phone, you know, we trying to plan out what if we're going out to the club or whatever. You know, I get myself ready to go take me a 2-hour bath. My sister on the line, so she know back in the day, I used to take my milk baths and carry it on. I was sitting in that water for 2 hours, honey. And how do you know? or maybe not a full 2 hours. It would be uh the amount of time it took to listen to whatever cassette tape I said I was going to listen to. So it was the front and back side of whatever the whatever tape was. Okay, Stephanie Mills, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, Aretha, Luther, you know. But when I took my baths though, I never took my baths to house music. Now when I got dressed, I did. When I was in my tub, honey, it was always something that was one of my divas and carrying on, letting me have it. If it was the new CD or whatever, or the new cassettes, because there was cassette tapes. If it was the new cassette, honey, I'm getting into the music so I could hear what it was about. And see, I would take milk baths. So I would sit down in the water, honey, and let that milk just infiltrate my skin and soften my skin and carrying on. Child, I used to be so soft. If you touched me, you left your fingerprints on me, honey. So that was my stick. I said, baby, you can't hurt me, honey. Because if you touch me, you're going to leave your fingerprints, honey. I had to get the cops to dust me, baby. And they'll come find you. But that there was that. So now, you know, I don't go out often anymore. Oh, shit. And nobody called to remind me. Damn it. I was supposed to have went around to the club today. About it was earlier today. They had a memorial. We had one of our people passed, Miss Fabian Sanchez, drag performer. She passed, and I just thought about it. Damn, just now, child. That was 12 hours ago. I just thought about it. And see, stuff like that, my daughter, now see, she'll call and bug me about some other. My daughter didn't even call to tell me, you coming? And ain't said shit. Okay, anyway. Wow, that was just a moment. But yeah, so, you know, that's what happens if we're going out. Okay. But that's usually what my Friday night would look like. What about you? What we got here? Crystal say, well, be right back, y'all. I got to go talk to my mom real quick. Okay. Mostly, unless I'm out with friends, home in my room downloading. Okay, so you musicking. Okay, I can't go out a lot of times because I have a gadget habit and a budget. So she's like, I got a gadget habit. Okay, you better stop. And it's like, what would you rather spend your money on? You better stay in, honey. Most concerts, I download them. The two artists I'd go see is Boosie and Terry Dexter. Okay, but what you say now? Okay, Fridays you doing your radio, so okay, so you're like me, Ro. Okay, a typical Friday night. Okay, so then here's an interesting question. Okay, when my significant other blanks, I feel loved. Okay. When my significant other, what do they do? When he or she does what? I feel loved. Okay. So that's the question. Wait a minute. Let me put that in as a banner. I'm gonna let that scroll for a little minute. No, I ain't gonna let it scroll. I'm gonna put it up. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong. Okay, that's why. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Okay. So we're gonna create a banner. This is the question. When my SO significant other, and we're gonna say blank, I feel loved. Okay. So that's the question. When my significant other blanks, I feel loved. So what is that for y'all, honey? Okay. What you say? I can't answer that question. Okay. You know what? Okay. Let's just say I can't answer that question. Okay. Well, I don't know. You know, for me, let's see. With my significant other, okay. Well, I feel loved. I think my answer is going to be the same, and that there is what? I guess pay attention to me. But that's such an umbrella term, right? That's such an umbrella term. Pay attention. Absolutely hear me. You know, when and I think this is true for everybody. When your significant other actually pays attention and hears you, you know, it feels as though they made an effort to make sure that they understand who you are. You know what I'm saying? If you have not paid attention to me to know how the fuck I operate or whatever, then no, you tolerate me or you like me a lot. You don't necessarily love me. Or better yet, no, let me change that. No, you love me, but you love me with the love of the Lord. Okay. You're not really into me, is what I believe. If you're not paying attention to what the fuck it is I do, not into not showing me that you're into me, showing an interest in some of the projects and stuff that I do or anything like that. No, you ain't loving me. You're in love with the idea of me, but you don't love me. You love what I can do for you possibly, but you don't love me. Because oftentimes you're paying attention to what I'm doing for you. And you're getting the benefit. Okay. So yeah. That's real good. Okay. Y'all ready for the next question? You ready? Let me do two more. I'm going to do two more, then I'm going to let y'all go. Okay. I'm going to do two more questions, and then I'm going to let you go. All right. We're going to take that one out. That can be trashed. Now, we're going to create another one. Here is the next question. It is... Wait a minute. What's the last major goal you've accomplished? Okay. And it's a two-parter. What obstacles did you have to overcome to do so? Okay, I'm gonna let that scroll because I don't like how that banner was. We're gonna let that ticker. Okay. What's the last major goal, and I misspelled goal, you accomplished? What obstacles did you have to overcome to do so? Okay. What's the last major goal you accomplished, and what obstacles did you have to overcome to do so? Well, let me see. I'm gonna go to the comments first. What you say? Yes, please. Okay. Well, as y'all know, my last major goal was running for mayor here in the city of College Park, Georgia. That was the last major one. Okay. And the obstacles was trying to overcome having to do it with very little money, very little help, not being able to have the campaign that I wanted, being challenged by some of the powers that be, Hell, having, some folks believe that my campaign was a joke and that I was just in it just to be the upset person, that I was the distractor vote so that somebody else could win. So yeah, that's what that was. Okay. That's what that was for me. Okay. Doing my e-group with Love show and filling up a 12 terabyte hard drive. Okay. Okay. I had to find a license platform before I could do my show rather, and I was not paying all that money for a license. I understand. Yeah. Yeah, because the licenses that'll do it, honey. That'll get you right together. That would get you right together, honey. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, child. Okay. What'd you say? Rent, right. Okay. Fighting with City Hall. Ooh, okay. Baby. Okay. Yes, God. Yes, God, today. I understand. We got any more? We're gonna weigh in on that because I'm gonna go to the next one, the last question for the night, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more. Okay. Go hide that one. Let that one go. We're gonna create one more. Okay. And this one says, which of your dating standards are absolutely non-negotiable? It says explain. Okay. Which of your dating standards are non-negotiable? And explain your answer. Okay. One more time. Which of your dating standards is non-negotiable? Absolutely non-negotiable. Dating, I am absolutely non-negotiable on dating anyone that is on any kind of hardcore drugs. I tolerate marijuana. I really don't want to be bothered with it, but I tolerate it because it has become such the recreational drug and carried on. And now everybody want to either do, if they ain't smoking, they want to CBD it, they want to vape and all that. Okay, so I tolerate it. But absolutely, I'm not taking no coke. I don't want no motherfucking crystal meth Tina. And I don't care if it enhances our sex drive and carrying on. I don't like rush. I don't like folks doing rush. I tolerate rush. I tolerate it, but I know. No. Because that shit come through your pores. And if we kissing and I'm doing what I'm doing and carrying on, I don't want to taste it. Okay. So I tolerate it. But no, absolutely non-negotiable, honey. I'm not doing it. And I'm that way because hell, my very first lover, a boyfriend, was a crackhead, and I didn't know it. Now, before y'all ask how you not know, because we went a long distance relationship. I was in Detroit, he was in Toledo, and I would come down for the weekend. When we started dating and carrying on, I would go down there every weekend, honey. I would go down there. I get off work Friday, or either Thursday night or Friday. If it was Thursday night, we went Friday. If it was Friday, we went Friday afternoon, early Friday evening, because it was a 45-minute drive, 45 minutes to an hour drive. And yes, I would go down and I would spend my weekend down there, honey. Well, Michael, you know, we would go to the club, and the club was big and it had two sides. So I would go, you know, meet me at the club. I'm on my way. And, you know, I always put money in his pocket or whatever. I pay his way in. So when he came in, child, we out here, we dancing, carrying on. I go get a couple of drinks or whatever. And next thing I know, honey, he had dinner. I'll be back and going to the bathroom. Well, the club was big. I always thought he was on the other side of the bar. So I go looking for him. And I thought we kept missing each other. That boy had left the goddamn club, child, to go get fucking high. Mm-hmm. Left. Then we'll show up at David's house. David, that's my sister. Now, you have to understand, honey, we all like Bewitched. So I was Samantha. David was my Serena, honey. So, you know, she's from Toledo. And my kids, I had Tabitha and Adam. And now y'all know Serena never had kids, but my Serena ended up having Eve. I had Adam, she had Eve. Okay. The night we had our babies, child, oh my God. God have mercy, child. I still cackle at that. David, if you out here listening, Serena, okay, the divine one, honey. Serena the divine. Oh, child, that night in that motherfucking apartment, bitch. We sitting up there hollering. We cackled. We were cackling. Oh my God. And my stomach started pulling. And I just said, oh Lord, wait, the baby coming. And she said, bitch, you stupid. And my stomach just started pulling. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh my God, the baby coming. So this child started laughing. And then she said, wait a minute, bitch. Wait, Matt. Wait. We hollered. I'm telling you. You know how you laugh so hard, there's no sound coming out, okay? You crying, you're slobbing and carrying on, but there's no sound. And we sit up there, we on the floor, we done kicked our legs up and shit. We done went and found stuffed animals. We done put stuffed animals on our stomach. Child, I'm telling you, that night, I still remember that night that we had our babies. Like I said, I had Adam and she had Eve. So, child, that there was that. And that night, Michael come back to the house and carried on and this, that, another. Still didn't know that boy was getting high. Didn't know. Didn't know it. So all that to say, no, drugs, no. That's a completely non-negotiable, bitch. No, I'm not doing it. I've had too much heartache and too much hell dealing with dope addicts, friends who own drugs and shit. And you grown, you do you, boo. Go on and do what the hell you gonna do. Okay. I ain't got time, and I'm not gonna go through all that shit. Okay. I'm not gonna go through it. Okay. All right. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm old. I'm an old Nubian up in here. What is Rush? Rush is an inhalant, honey, that the kids use during sex. Okay. And it's supposed to, you know, loosen them up and get their inhibitions and stuff together. And I'm gonna tell you, when I worked in a sex store, honey, it's made with a whole bunch of stuff. In fact, it's illegal. So if anytime you go to somewhere and they tell you they sell video head cleaner, that's what it was. Okay. That was the Rush. So they sold it in stores as video head cleaner. Well, now a lot of us don't do damn VHS tapes and stuff no more. So I don't know how it's sold now or what name it's given now, but or you may hear it as poppers. That's the word. Poppers. The Rush is a brand of poppers, okay, and carrying on. So but hell, when I worked in the store, I had this one guy come to me, white guy, child. Oh, and he was my store buddy, honey. He was a regular at the store and carrying on. He would come in and he would buy. He should have just bought a case because he would buy like 2 or 3 bottles at a time. And he had switched because they got different brands of it or whatever. And so he has switched over to what was called hardware. It was in a blue and white little label bottle and carrying on. And that child said to me, you know, I had to switch over to use the hardware because it's a little bit more applicable, you know, palatable to my nose or whatever, because I think in the other one, they put a little too much bleach in the other one. And I said, bleach? Bitch, y'all sitting up here inhaling bleach and shit to get high, to loosen up so that you can be ready to receive. Are you serious? And you know I don't have a poker face, so I'm trying to remain as neutral as possible. But at the time, this was 30 years ago, child, when I worked at the store. Oh my God, I'll be 54 this year. No, I'm sorry, that was 34 years ago, because I was 20 when I was working in the store. Baby, and you see, I'm telling this story like it was yesterday, because it that destroyed me, honey. And so now, no. So that's what rush is, darling. The kids use it, honey, to get into whatever zone they're gonna get into, honey, and it relaxes them, especially if they're about to have penetrative sex. It relaxes them so that they can get into it. Okay. So that there is that. Well, okay. Here we are, darlings. We have made it. That's the question, the last question of the night, honey. I'm going to let you guys get back into your world because we are where? It is 11:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, honey, on this day. This is January 13th, 2024. Again, we're going to shout out. Oh, God. I got to shout out my Desiree, honey. Desiree Dowdy. Today would have been her 54th birthday. And I did not have the opportunity to call her because she just recently passed a few months ago. It's only been months, so I'm sure this is difficult for her children and carrying on. She had 4 kids, and I know, you know, this is they got to get through all of their firsts. But that was my sister, and I'm gonna show her picture again. I know I showed it yesterday, but this is my sister, honey. And yeah, I miss my baby. I miss her. And God. Yes, that is me, honey. That's me. Okay. And her. That was at my prom. That was 1987 when we took that picture. And she's one of the ancestors now looking over me and her kids, and she's up there, her mom, my mom, you know, they all sitting up there doing their thing, child. She probably, knowing her, honey, she probably got her B.C. Andrews book, child, and curled up on somebody's sofa or in the bed, honey, and she reading the book. But that's my sister, and damn. Yeah, just damn. Okay. So having said all that, honey, you may finish all of your crumpets, darling, because the tea has been dished. And you are dishing tea, my darlings, with Big Meats, honey. If you love me, tell all of your friends to like, subscribe, to share. If you hate me, you can tell all your motherfucking enemies, honey, to come over here and like, subscribe, and to share. All right? Because I want you all to understand that everything that we're doing over here at 3 the Hard Way, the syndicate, I like saying that we're a syndicate. That 3 the Hard Way, the syndicate, everything that we're doing in any way, shape, style, form, and or fashion, everything will move forward. So on that note, honey, oh, you know what? If I had thought about it, I don't have any Desiree was a Michael Jackson fan. That how I am about Patti LaBelle and Stephanie Mills is how she is about Michael. Okay. And oh God, if I had thought about it, I would have played an instrumental of a Michael Jackson song. And one of her favorite songs was Human Nature. Oh gosh, she loved that song. Okay. But yeah, but that's my sister. So I'm not gonna sing out this time. I'm just gonna bid you guys a farewell. And until the next time, my darlings, honey, you stay sweet. Be good to yourself. Okay. Don't worry about nobody else, honey. Just be good to yourself right now. We in 2024, and y'all know what my motto is, right? Y'all know my motto, right? Huh? I'm opening every door and I'm beating the high score in 2024. You hear that? I'm opening every door and I'm beating the high score in 2024. That there, darling, is what we're doing, okay? So with that being said, honey, I want you guys to have a wonderful evening. Okay, if you're going out, go out, be safe. Be safe. Well, some of y'all can't because this weather is telling y'all to stay your asses in the house. Don't y'all try to go out there in all that snow and cold and carrying on trying to be cute and this, that, and the other. Stay home, grab a book, grab your favorite music or whatever, get a cocktail for those of y'all who blunt it up or whatever it is that you do you, honey, but do it at home and be safe, okay? So until the next time, we see you again soon. Wait a minute, I always do this. I forget to cue up the doggone closing. We'll see you guys again soon, okay? Ciao.